Welcome Mandalorian Merc, it's Dave here, Ithaca, and I'm with Daniel.
Kahn App Vid.
Okay, and we're going to go over a nice video of Daniel's armor he's putting for his application. For those of you who aren't aware, the application team is aware, he does have a condition, a medical condition, I guess?
Correct.
Which does affect the way his armor does wear. The approval team is tracking, so if you see some flaws as far as how armor shifted, it's because of his shoulder region is misaligned, and of course you're like, what, 10 pounds? So, but yeah, maybe 15 pounds. Okay, now we're on to the video of the armor. We're going to talk about it. Okay, so what we got here to start off is Daniel. You're what? What's your character classification?
Kahn App Assassin.
Okay, so you're going to go with an assassin. Okay. Now Daniel does have a standard vest underneath. I'm going to put your cloak back. He's got a standard vest for his shoulder pieces. He's got both the shoulder armor on both sides to meet the CRL. Now the issue we have is with a normal vest, because his shoulder leans so far forward and stuff, the only way to keep his armor aligned is to use a secondary vest over top. With his cloak you can't actually see it all that well, but it's a secondary vest over top. It's like it's a BMX motocross vest, and that's only to keep it real stiff, to keep his armor lined up so it's not leaning in on one side. So he does have both his shoulder armor on for the CRL. Turn around. And also, he also went as far as putting back armor on as well. So he's within CRL for the back armor, even though he has a cloak. So if he so decides to take the cloak off at any given time, he's still within CRL because you have all the armor. Okay, face back forward again. He's got the upper chest portion here, the neck collar, diamond, both side pieces which are connected together, and then his ab piece down here. I'm going to bring this cloak forward again. So, of course, they have the images, and you can see how the cloak itself covers up. We leave one shoulder exposed so people can see that he's actually got armor, and that's his good shoulder, and it helps cover up the rest of the vest and stuff like that. A decoration chain here for the cloak. And then he's got his cod. He went with a fabric cod instead of a plastic cod because it makes it easier for him to move. Then he's got his belt on. He's got 4 pouches, ammunition pouches on his belt. And as an assassin, he has a silent weapon here, which is a knife mounted on the side of his belt. Okay, so that's one weapon. Over here, now we're gonna bounce down to the knees. He does have his knees on, both knees, which are up to CRL. And they do have the straps going around to the back. Okay, and then we go down to the boots, standard black boots, and he's got, what are these actually called? You know?
I have no idea. I got them from.
They're like boot covers. That's
they use them in horseback riding, and you show to keep your boots from getting scuffed, so you don't have to polish them.
I've also seen them in like the band and junior ROTC for color guard, things like that.
The first cav guys.
First cav guys wear them. Yeah. Anyway, they're boot covers. Everything is weathered. We went with a fully weathered. Undersuit's weathered. Everything's weathered for him, so it gives him a nice effect. Let's see. Turn around real fast. Let's cover the back of your cloak. The back of his cloak actually has the mythosaur skull on the back of it. That's a pretty cool effect. And it's real dirt and weathered. Okay, turn back around. Obviously, he's wearing a balaclava to keep all necklines from showing. And then we go into your gauntlets. Let's check out your gauntlets real quick. His gauntlets are turning a little bit because we have to add a little bit of padding to them, but it's not a big deal. And over here, it's a countdown device, which you actually can pop open on this gauntlet. And it's a communication device on this gauntlet here. And then over on this gauntlet here, we have, once again, we have to add some padding because you're like skin and bones. He has a dart launcher. Okay, this dart launcher can launch either a knockout dart or a kill dart. So as an assassin, he's got 2 silent weapons, a dart and a knife, and he also has, let's go over to this, he's got a silenced rifle. And this is a really crazy rifle because there's your silencer on the tip of it. And then here's what's really crazy about it is it's a revolver which holds the 5 rounds. Okay, and it's also magazine fed. So if you needed to take one shot at a time, he can. But if you need to switch over to magazine fed, he can. And show him how the magazine works. So it's magazine fed. Kind of reminds me. I don't know what it reminds me of. But this is compliments of the wife modification of the butt stock, along with Jones building a box for the weapons mag. I think it's a well modified weapon. And it's I got a silencer on it, and it's a primary weapon, correct?
Correct.
And the way it's going to work is we have a sling, which is going to mount, bring this weapon forward, it's going to mount right back here, and it's going to go up here to his shoulder, probably this screw right here, Chicago screw, and it will hang straight down along his side, and it will be concealed. Because his assassin character walks around like that, so the weapon's concealed at his side, unless he needs to use it. So let's put the helmet back on Daniel. I love the visor. Danielle started she painted the entire thing or just the battle damage?
Say what?
Did Danielle paint the entire helmet and stuff, or just the weathering?
About half.
Half. So give Danielle some props. Danielle and Brittany. Brittany had the benefit of having to try to match the weathering technique that Danielle used, and she actually did a pretty good job matching it with the shoulders and the gauntlets and the knees and the collar. And all right, so let's do a little walk around. You want to feel like you're on a catwalk and do a slow turn?
Not much room to walk, but yeah.
Play some arm on the catwalk. So,
Sexy pose.
yeah, do a sexy pose. Yeah, that's pretty sexy. Okay, so, oh, and gloves, which are not part of CRL, but you have gloves on anyway. I'm sorry, I don't know why I forgot gloves. But gray, white, and burgundy, along with some black accent.
Are you sure it's not red?
It's not red, it's burgundy. It's not maroon, it's burgundy. So, Daniel, hopefully we're going to put your application pictures in tonight. I'm going to modify and cut them down in image, cut them down in size so I could email them to you, and
I'll post them up.
you post your application. And we're going to do this video too in the thread, because you're going to post your application, then do a thread on your kit along with this video, so the app team, the approval team, can actually see this video, because you're going to ask questions about shoulders and backpack and things like that. So now they'll get to see. And remember, if we can do it, so can you.